So in chapter 6 of Holographic Human, it's our holographic human health model map. And some of the things that happen when we get blocked in a sense and it continues over time is that it becomes a what we resist persists, and pain serves one purpose, to let you know something's wrong. So as these blocks continue to grow and we're not working through these issues in our lives and the different things that come up, those other senses get overloaded. And when they stay blocked, it starts to affect the system and becomes an issue and a disease. So it corresponds with it. So let's take, for example, the sense of sound. It's connected to our lungs, our bronchial system. And so if we're blocked in the sense of sound, it's going to start to manifest as asthma, bronchitis, and things like that. And then as we approach it, the issue becomes it's a thing of pride, it's righteousness. So it affects our respiratory system. If we're blocked in the sense of sound and what, it affects our lungs, and then it affects the way we act and the way we carry ourselves because we're not processing values, ethics, and meaning. So it becomes a thing of pride.
Yeah.
The way we approach things is through pride and a multitude of other things. And then by recognizing that, it affects our throat and our lungs. And then we come from a place of pride and righteousness. And it's pretty crazy how these things work out. And as you start to heal yourself, and that's the associated sense, it will plummet to the lowest point of the system to get that system to wake back up. Yeah. And if these things don't get approached and worked through, it becomes cancerous and even death. It will just continue going down to the lowest point. And still, while it does that, it's for a place to get us to recognize and do something. We get to change something as these issues become bigger and bigger, right? It's awareness for us that we've got to do something. We've got to change something in our lives.
Yeah. If you experience everyday life as you experience it, and I'm sure that we can all relate to, being grumpy or being prideful, right? You can see situations, hopefully in your life, where you've been prideful or haughty or arrogant or boastful. I mean, those are all synonymous with pride, right? And as you suffer with issues in said category of being prideful or boastful or arrogant or egotistical even, right? It can turn into diseases with your lungs and asthma and bronchitis in your throat. A unique story for me when I got here to Matter is I was extremely blocked in my sense of taste. The primary question of how and the functions, and my beliefs about my own character. It's in my self-view, and I found out while I was here that I had hepatitis C. And as I was going through these techniques when I first got here, I couldn't even process a how question. I was so blocked off in it. Somebody would ask me, how does this remind you of that? And I'd respond, how does it remind me of what? I couldn't, for some reason, mentally process what they were asking me, and it became extremely frustrating. And then I had a course on this health model map, and I got to see how my literal health problems were corresponding with my issues internally. And some of those issues are insecurity, greediness, powerlessness, timidity, gluttony, fear of death, and depression. And I literally suffered from all of those issues. And as I opened up my sense of how, I actually started to get inspired to go to the doctor and cure my hep C. And as I started to cure my hep C and started to process through my sense of how and believe in my own character, a lot of things started to change for me. And it was really crazy to notice that I was experiencing an extreme disease in my liver and how it corresponded with the other aspects of that sense. It was a really eye-opening experience for me.